Mark Rodgers is also with us today to start the middle of the day show on location with a special guest. Mark?
That's right. We're here at Hudiberg Toyota, where you can find all kinds of great deals. 2010 Corollas from $11,900, 2010 Camrys from $13,900. I mean, those are tremendous, tremendous prices. The Hudi Hero drawing coming up tomorrow at 9:45. They're giving away door prizes. The grand prize, again, is $500 cash with the Facebook promotion that they've had going on. Mr. Hudiberg is here today, and he is rolling deep. Rolling deep with a guy named Blake Griffin. What's going on, Blake? How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Hello, Mr. Hudiberg.
Good morning, Mark.
Since the last time you were here, you've kind of taken over the world, so congratulations.
Thank you. It's been fun. It's been a whirlwind, but it's been a lot of fun.
You have fun at the ESPYs?
I did. It was a blast. Got to go out there with my brother and, take in the sights.
Are you considering comedy and television now as a side career to NBA?
We'll see. We'll see. You got some things in the works that might be comedic, but we'll see what happens.
All right, that's very nice. Now, you're here for a reason. You've got a lot going on this weekend with your camps and some other benefits.
Right. My camp starts Tuesday, actually, Tuesday through Friday. And then we'll have a benefit Thursday night at Riverwind Casino, and then also a bowling deal Friday night.
Now, you've seen my game a little bit. If I come to your camp, can you get me ready for the seniors tour?
Ooh, that's.
Is there anything you can work with at all?
We might have to do 2 sessions.
Okay, I'm sure. Hey, Pat and Bob Jr. are with us, and we'll throw Mr. Hudiberg in here too. If you guys have any questions, we'll kind of just go around with Blake if you want.
Blake, I'm envious. Here's why I'm envious. You got to talk to Sloan, and you even said that. Emmanuel Streetsy from Entourage, and she walked off, and Blake goes, "Thanks, Sloan." It was one of the biggest gutbusters I had all night. But is she as pretty in person as she appears?
Oh, she definitely is. Definitely is. I was just trying to make sure I didn't mess up in front of her.
You did good, and we very much like the spoof on what to do during the lockout. The lockout professionals, the deal with Kevin Love and AD. Had a couple Sooners in that skit. I loved it.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun, and hopefully that actually doesn't have to come true. So we'll see.
Hey, Blake, this is Pat Jones up in Tulsa. Thanks for taking the time to come on with us, and congratulations on everything. I want you to talk just a little bit about, because I don't think people have any remote idea about it, the year you went through the rehab and all the stuff. Talk about just how hard that is and how much you have to apply yourself physically to do all that.
It's one thing physically, but I think the worst part, honestly, is mentally. Going in and having to do the same exercises, the same thing, for 3 months in a row. And for me, I thought I was going to be able to come back mid-season. So I started working out and started doing rehab for 3 months, did all the exercises, then found out I had to have surgeries. And then right after surgery, I had to start right back over where I started. So the mental thing was the biggest thing for me. But, once you get over it, once you kind of have some good days and you start to get to do a little bit more, especially on the court, it definitely helps.
Did you still go to all the meetings and involved? You traveled or went to the games? Some of that, you still did some of that, didn't you?
I did. I was at every practice. I didn't travel after I had my surgery. I didn't travel at all. Maybe just 1 or 2 times to the quick up and back trips, but still went to all the practices, still went to all the meetings, still all the team functions and all that. So it was definitely a full year, and it was a long year, but I'm glad for it now.
We're talking to Blake Griffin, Mark Rodgers, David Hudiberg. How you doing, David?
Good, Bobby. How you doing?
Doing great, thank you.
I got a couple of questions for Blake, just so people understand. Blake, where do you buy your cars?
Hudiberg.
Okay. I just wanted people out there to know.
Obviously.
And here's my other question. Andrew's playing one of the video games last night, and of course he knows you're going to be around today, and I'm watching that video game, and I couldn't believe how realistic that game is. I mean, I've known you for a long time. And so do you ever play the video games? Do you ever play yourself?
To be honest, I don't.
Yeah. Have you seen yourself on the video games?
I've seen, people have sent me like a picture or a clip of me playing on a video game, and it is a little scary.
It is unbelievable how real it is.
Sometimes I actually think that might be real game footage. But yeah, it is unbelievable. I mean, it's only going to get better and better. So, it's kind of exciting to see what they change every year.
Yeah. How about highlights for this year? I mean, you've had an incredible year. Give us what would a couple of highlights for you be?
For me, the biggest highlight was as a team. I think we had a stretch in January where we won, 10 straight home games. and everybody was having fun, everybody was clicking, and it was one of those things. It was what it was supposed to be about. And then also, for personally, I think making the All-Star game. A lot of people talk to me about the dunk contest. They talk to me about this or that. But for me, making the All-Star game was I think one of my biggest accomplishments this year.
Yeah, well, watching you on the bench and everybody wants you to go in and just the interaction with all the veteran players and you, it was really neat to watch that.
It was fun. It was definitely a great first experience, and hopefully it's something that I'm doing for the next however many years I'm playing.
Did the onslaught of recognition and praise and hype kind of take you by surprise after sitting out your rookie year?
A little bit. It's funny because, after I first got drafted and coming to the Clippers and everything was kind of on the up. And then after that year, sitting out, a lot of those people disappeared. A lot of the people that were around before. And then, now after this year, I think everybody's back. So I think this year, that year being hurt kind of put everything in perspective and, made me realize that, not to take anything for granted, that all this could be taken away at any given moment.
Now, are you going to make a cameo on Entourage? Can you talk about that?
I don't think I am. I talked to the producer. He was at one of our games actually, but I don't think I am. I'm gonna concentrate on this basketball thing and hopefully get that squared away first.
That the first episode of the season I think was a little weird. Hopefully that's going to set up some different things going on.
It was a little weird.
Blake Griffin is with us, one of the special guests. Of course, the NBA unanimous Rookie of the Year last season. He's at the Hudiberg dealership with David Hudiberg and our own Mark Rodgers. Pat Jones is in Tulsa. Bob Berry Jr. here with you, and Shawnee at Shawnee Honda Motorsports. Blake, everybody obviously thoroughly enjoyed your season last year. Somebody even went through and put together, I think the number was 214, all 214 of your dunks, or maybe it was more than that, but I saw a video on YouTube about that and thoroughly enjoyed it. But you had some sick jams last year. I mean, we knew you could dunk. We saw them at OU when you were the collegiate National Player of the Year, but maybe even you surprised you with some of your throwdowns last season.
Some of those, it's just a matter of everything kind of coming together at the right time. One of the best things about, playing in NBA and playing on an NBA team is the level of talent you get to play with. Those guys make things easier on me and, really open up a lot of things that maybe weren't as possible on the collegiate level.
Blake, what's your brother got going?
He is actually getting married this weekend in Tulsa. So that's first and foremost. And then, he'll be back overseas again. It's looking like Italy, but, I'm not for sure yet. And we're kind of waiting around to see and find out. Pat's
available for the reception if you want him to come and maybe do a few numbers.
Is he?
Yeah, he'll be able to come over there for sure. So
I might need a backup on my best man speech. So
you guys got a pretty young team out there. I know Eric Gordon was hurt, and there's a lot of press about you becoming really good friends with Jordan and kind of bring him along, and he showed some improvements. So do you think that the Clippers can become a playoff contender in the very short term?
I do. I think we have the tools. I think we have the talent, the young talent, like you said. And I'm always reminded of a team that didn't have so great of a year 2 or 3 years ago, and then the next year they made the playoffs. And I got to watch them up close and personal that year when they were struggling. That was the Thunder, and the things they've been able to do. They've made a lot of great decisions. They picked up a lot of great players, but for us, that's kind of the way we want to move towards. Being that young team and kind of changing into a team that can consistently make the playoffs.
Do you ever see yourself coming back to Oklahoma City in kind of the villain role? Do you get extra motivated if it became a deal where the Thunder are a young team, the Clippers are a young team, and you guys start to battle for significant things in the NBA, that you get extra hype to play in Oklahoma City?
I mean, it's always fun to come back home and play. This is my hometown, and it will always be home for me. But I can't say that I would really embrace wanting to play a villain role in Oklahoma, just because, like I said, this is where I grew up and this is what I know.
Blake, tell me about Jeff Capel. It didn't work out for him. He got dismissed for a variety of reasons. In fact, the NCAA stuff came out yesterday, and there could be more added penalties to what led to him going back to Duke, in fact, now as an assistant. Right. Talk about your relationship with him then and now, and also I'm pretty sure Lon Kruger has already reached out to you, the new Sooners head coach, who, of course, was at Nevada, Las Vegas most recently. So Talk about what went on with you and Jeff, it continues to go on with you, and what your impressions are of Lon Kruger.
My relationship with Coach Capel is still the same to this very day. You know, we still talk frequently, and you know, I'm always behind him 100%. You know, I'm sad to see him leave here, but you know, he'll be fine. And you know, on the other hand, I think Coach Kruger is going to be great for Oklahoma basketball. I think he's already started to do a great job, and you know, behind him 100%.
Hey, Blake, progress report on Willie Warren. How's he doing?
He's been doing well. He was in the gym every day this summer with us, working hard, always in there. You know, and right now it's kind of a weird summer, obviously, with the lockout. Everything's in limbo, and we can't really talk to anybody. So, yeah, I know he's still doing well, and he's still working, and you know, hopefully everything works out for the best.
And now is your camp sold out, bowling event? And then if it's not, then let people know how they can get in touch to get involved. And what do you roll right now?
My camp is not sold out. I think there's like 10, 15 spots left, maybe.
Well, we'll get that filled up here today.
Yeah. So, you know, we'll fill that up. Thursday, the Riverwind casino event. And then, you know, Friday night, like I said, the bowling deal. And
so for people that maybe want to understand more about that and maybe help that event with Wilson's passing this year, I don't know where they go. I mean, they can come into Toyota, and I'll have some information here, but I don't know if there's anywhere else we can give them on the air.
Tell them to come by the store.
Okay.
If they come by the store today, we can give that information. I know my good friend Daniel Holdridge is working on a video for Wilson, and I think that's going to be a really, really nice tribute.
I'll get some information here because I've got some through Eric and some of the guys that I've talked to.
Very nice. Now,
Blake,
what are you going to bowl? What are you going to bowl Friday night?
I don't know. I kind of a spotty bowler.
Surely you can overpower the pins. I mean,
we'll see. See, I don't. Everybody thinks I just run up there and try to throw the ball as hard as I can, but it's all about finesse.
Okay, all right.
I don't believe you
I don't believe it for a second.
Gutter protectors.
I'm not buying that.
Hey, Blake, are you optimistic at all about playing hoops a full season this coming fall, or you know, or do any of us have reason to think there's going to be a full 82-game season?
You know, I am optimistic, to be honest, but at the same time, you know, I think things are really going to start to pick up when you know, when the season rolls around. You know, the same thing with football. You know, when practice started getting closer and closer, and camp starts to come up, I think that's when deals get done and people really start to actually try. So, you know, I think it will go on for a little bit, but you know, to be honest, I personally don't see it going for the full season.
All right, I was going to pull this up to give you a little visual aid, but your dunks ranked on SportsCenter like every other day. My favorite was the one on, was it Timothy Mozgov, the Knicks? You got him on a poster pretty good. What was your favorite dunk of the season?
My favorite dunk of the season? There's one when we played Houston at home, I think in December. It was a fast break. I threw it to a teammate ahead, and he threw it up. I'm not sure why. I think that was one of the dunks that I feel like I got up the highest that I've ever been. So I'll probably say that one. Probably go with that one.
I also enjoyed the dunk against Phoenix when they you got a bad call on that. That was a pretty bad deal.
Yeah,
but,
and I fouled out on that, so
you got rooked.
Horrible memories.
Well, you just gave everybody. You continue to give people thrills. We're loving all. You are like the endorsement king of the NBA. I love seeing that. Your sense of humor and personality is coming out for all the world to see, and we got to see it at OCS and at OU. So continued good luck, my friend.
I've got one more question for him. How many takes did the phone commercial take?
The phone commercial?
The one where you get the kiss from the girl?
Well, it's hard to say just because they do so many. That's the thing that I didn't realize. They do so many different angles of each shot that it's like you probably do it, 15, 20 times.
Right.
But it's like from 15, 20 different angles. So, to shoot something like that, it literally took me from, 10 o'clock in the morning to 9 o'clock at night.
You got the patience to do that?
Not really. Not really.
I think that would be the toughest thing about acting. Yeah, it's not as easy, I think, as most people would think.
Right. Well, you will do some planking, too, will you not, Blake? You have been known to plank and put some pictures on Twitter of you planking, but very funny.
I did. I actually did the planking video. I haven't done a picture yet. I think I try to be creative and do the first planking video, so I don't know.
Well,
Mr. Hudiberg, you have something?
No, I was just going to say as we wrap up here that, we're just proud of you for what you do and how you can, live your life. And we know your parents real well, and all of us in Oklahoma, we're really proud of you.
Thank
Good
you.
luck to you and your future. It looks awfully good.
Yeah, thanks for coming out to see us. And again, if you want to come by the store today, we'll have some information on perhaps how you could get involved in the camp. What's the ages? What's the best ages to be involved?
7 to 18, but we can make it a
You got to put a little 41-year-old in there?
maybe not that much.
Okay. All right. 41 is not welcome, but certainly 20 or under maybe.
Thank you guys for having me. I appreciate it. Big thanks to Hudiberg for always taking care of me. The people here are always great. Always glad to be here.
All right, Blake. Thank you very much. Great talking to you. Good luck to Taylor. I hope he doesn't get any premarital jitters heading into this weekend. And tell Tommy and your mom hello, okay?
I will.
All right,
Thank you.
Blake Griffin of the L.A. Clippers, the unanimous choice of the NBA Rookie of the Year last season, NBA All-Star.